Welcome back to my channel. There is an update on the Emile Smith Rowe deal from Dharmesh from Sky. He says Fulham have agreement in principle with Arsenal for signing of Emile Smith Rowe. Deal worth club record £34 million, in brackets 27 million plus 7 million in add-ons. Medical this week. Personal terms agreed, and the plan for him is to join up with pre-season training camp in Portugal at some stage. So that is the news. Of course, we've been talking about Emile Smith Rowe for a couple of weeks now, and it's looking like it's closer. The fact that a medical is at some point this week means that it looks like Smith Rowe will be leaving the US camp, going back to London, completing his move to Fulham, and then, like he said, joining up with Fulham at some stage. Obviously, Fulham fly out tomorrow. Today is Monday. Myself personally, I fly out on Thursday ahead of the Friday game against Benfica. Very, very excited for that. This video is not only just about Emile Smith Rowe. We're going to address something that's quite exciting, and that it's common knowledge now that Fulham have played 2 friendlies so far in this pre-season. Fulham 4, Queen's Park Rangers 0, and Watford coming to Motspur Park and being thrashed 6-1. Now, not only was that game 6-1 very impressive from a Fulham point of view, it had 6 different goal scorers in them, including Adrian Pajaziti and Jay Stansfield. But those are not the players we're going to be talking about today. Today's video is basically going to be about Joshua King. Now, Joshua King has been a midfielder in the academy for a few years now. He just signed his pro deal in January of 2024. There are rumours to believe that that's a 2-year deal. The club didn't specify how long that deal actually was for. However, he's been given the number 24 shirt, which is, in my eyes, a squad number shirt. And I do wonder whether Josh King, who has featured in both these friendlies, might just be maybe looking for a loan elsewhere. But his Fulham might be looking to loan him out elsewhere for a bit of minutes, or maybe there's more to this. Josh King, like I said, number 24, he will be going out to Portugal with the team. He has been training with the first team since the beginning of pre-season, and I'm just wondering, as a midfielder who is very progressive on the ball, very, very talented, there could be more to this. Will Josh King be in and around the first team this upcoming season? Now, for a bit of context, last season Josh King made the bench twice for Fulham when Fulham was short on numbers. One of those games was away to Burnley in the 2-2 draw at Turf Moor. Now, Josh King hasn't got on the pitch as such for the first team. However, he did play a huge part in Fulham's academy season last season and has looked one of the brightest players within that team. Now, Josh King can play, like I said, central midfield, and he likes to drive forward with the ball, set up goals, and he set up a goal for Alex Iwobi against Watford. He also got the pre-assist for another goal that Fulham scored against Watford. Now, this answer to this question about Josh King can't fully be answered until we get to hear from the manager, Marco Silva, which will be in Portugal, and of course leading up to the game against Manchester United. But there might just be a question to ask. Josh King was, almost first reserve to make the bench when everyone else was injured last season. Has he impressed you enough to make the bench on merit now for this upcoming season? Now, the reason why I ask those questions is because that Fulham obviously have lost João Palhinha. If you take away João Palhinha, you've got Harrison Reed, you've got Sasha Lukic, you've got Alex Iwobi, you've got Andres Pereira, you've got the likes of Adrian Pajaziti, who can also play in midfield. There are some midfield options for Fulham. And now there is that question of obviously Tom Cairney, of course. I forget Tom Cairney. I remember in my head who I'd forgotten. I know I'd forgotten someone. Apologies. Tom Cairney, of course. And maybe there is a space in that midfield, or at least in the squad, for Josh King to come in and be one of those new midfielders for Fulham. Has he got the talent? Yes. Has he got the potential? Yes. Has he shown that on the pitch so far to Marco Silva that he could be part of the first team? Maybe, because he's in and around the squad, like I said, and he's played a fair share of minutes so far in pre-season. It'll be very interesting to see once we play Benfica, once Fulham play Sevilla as well, how many minutes Josh King gets from the start, from the bench. And yeah, he's a name on everyone's lips at the moment. And the club even, tweeted a picture of him earlier today with the king, a crown emoji. So the club are paying him lots of attention as well. And it just has me thinking, obviously all the hype around Jay Stansfield, obviously he's coming back into the fold now after Birmingham. Birmingham don't look like they're going to be signing him on a permanent deal. He looks like he's going to be with Fulham. But all the attention, like I said, is on Jay Stansfield. But maybe Josh King is another one of those players we should talk about around the first team. Now, this is not a done deal. This is to be explored. This is to be asked about. But the fact of the matter is, it looks like Josh will be going to Portugal. That's a very good sign. Fulham obviously need to sign a player or players in midfield to replace João Palhinha, to replace the gaps that have been left, and for squad depth. But to have a player come up through the academy and be part of the first team is obviously huge credit to the academy, to the club for making that happen. It's not a done deal, like I say. There's definitely questions to be asked, and there's obviously more football to be played. But Josh King, is he the next big thing to come out of the Fulham academy? And like I say, Emile Smith Rowe is now close. That's fantastic. Ryan Sessegnon has joined. This is brilliant. This is all very good stuff. Obviously, it's been a summer where, it's taken a while to get going. There's been some outgoings, but Fulham are starting to make moves in the market. And now we really are closing in on the start of the season. I mean, we really are. We're just less than 3 weeks away now. Fulham have 3 more friendlies, 2 in Portugal, 1 in Germany against Hoffenheim, and then we start the campaign, Manchester United away. And on paper right now, the squad is quite thin. There does need to be more names added in to the squad. And right now, the squad is quite thin. However, this is a chance for those academy players to show what they're made of. We've already seen Dibley Diaz go out on loan to Northampton. Is Josh King just that little step above? And is he catching the eye of Marcus Silva enough for him to think, actually, we could have him in and around the first team this season? We shall find out. We're very much looking forward to it. I'm very much looking forward to going out to Portugal and trying to find out the answers to those burning questions. The support on the latest video on the YouTube has been absolutely unbelievable. So thank you so much. It was obviously very exciting that morning where Sessegnon was announced that he was going to be coming to Fulham, and there was a bit about Emile Smith Rowe as well. That now has progressed to the fact where Emile Smith Rowe looks to be having a medical, according to Sky, which is great. But thank you so much. We almost got 800 views on the video, which is obviously a channel record. But still, we are searching for more subscribers on the channel. So if you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to the channel, and there'll be plenty more content to come Fulham-wise leading up to the start of the season and throughout the whole season. I'm very excited to bring you that content. Thank you so much for watching. I will bring you more updates as they come here on the Jack Kelly Sports Journalist, Fulham Journalist YouTube channel. Go well, and we'll speak very soon.